Hi guys, welcome back to another video. My name is Josh, and in today's video I'll be talking about my Sharesies public portfolio and providing you with a portfolio update for the month of November 2020. So this one will be an interesting one because the portfolio has actually gone above $10,000 and it had been a really good month for the portfolio, and I'll show you the numbers later on. But in last month's video, I did ask you guys to guess how much you think the portfolio would be worth by the end of the month, by today. To my surprise, there was only one person who guessed more than what the portfolio was currently worth. That person is none other than Tom from the Investing with Tom YouTube channel. So his guess was $8.49 million. So yeah, there was no other person that guessed a amount higher than what the public portfolio is currently, but obviously he wasn't the closest because 8.49 million is many millions away, and hopefully one day, like maybe in year 50 the portfolio would be worth 8.49 million. Who knows, hey? But yeah, the power of compounding interest, don't ever underestimate that, because I think a lot of people did underestimate the power of that in the portfolio, as well as the contributions that I made towards the portfolio because of all the recent subs that we've got on the channel. So for every 100 subs that I get on this channel, I will contribute $100 towards the portfolio, as well as if you sign up with Sharesies using the link below, you get $5 and I will also get $5, and that will be chucked back into the portfolio. So really appreciate the support that I've had on this channel, as well as people using the referral link. If you haven't already, be sure to use that referral link down below. But the winner of the giveaway will be Tony C with a guess of $10,000. So congratulations. Do let me know your contact details, flick me an email, and I will send you that $20 Sharesies gift card to you. So thank you for participating, and really appreciate all the comments. It does help the video, so just leave a comment down below, random thing, just a random word, okay, so I know that you've watched up to this part of the video. And as always, this video is not financial advice, purely for entertainment purposes only. The stocks that I talk about in this video are not recommendations for you to go out there and buy or sell these stocks. You can read the full disclaimer down below. So here we are, the portfolio is $10,298.89. And currently the portfolio is up $1,518 with a percentage return of 17.14%. So last month, as you'll see later on the spreadsheet, the total returns was roughly around $1,000, and we can actually see that here. So at the end of October, the gains were roughly $900 to $1,000, and since then, just a month after, the gains are at $1,500. That's essentially a gain of roughly $500 on 10,000, which is around 5% within a month. So that is extraordinary gains within the month, and yeah, November has been a really good month for the portfolio. Now, taking a look at the individual stocks and ETFs, now I haven't changed anything. I've just added to the current stocks and ETFs that I already owned. So we have Agosi Property, Auckland International Airport, Heartland Group Holdings, which had their annual meeting today, Infratil, which was a new addition from last month, Main Freight, NZX, Oceania, also a new addition, SmartShares ASX 200, SmartShares Australian Mid Cap Fund, SmartShares Emerging Markets Fund, Top 50 Fund, as well as the US 500 Fund. And yeah, you can see that you can see all the returns and all the positions, but obviously it'll be easier to see this on the portfolio Excel spreadsheet so that we can see changes in the positions. And here we are for the month of November. As you can see, some big swings in the ETFs. I've reduced my position relative to the other stocks. So basically, I just didn't buy as much as I did on the other positions. As you might have noticed at the first episode, I did say that I will maintain a 40% allocation in ETFs. But if I take that and I add the other two ETF positions here, we can see that total ETFs allocation is roughly 38.1%. So I have intentionally broken my rules on this public portfolio, and the reason being is that I want to make this public portfolio more alike to my private portfolio, because the numbers on this portfolio is getting quite big now. $10,000 was a lot different from managing $1,000 when I started this portfolio in July last year. So now I want to make this portfolio into something more similar to my private portfolio, and so that's why I've broken my rules on the ETF allocation. And personally, I actually don't invest in any ETFs. The reason why I did add ETFs on this public portfolio is so that it can give you an idea of how to create a relatively safe portfolio. But personally, my allocation to Oceania Healthcare on my private account is actually higher than what I have here on the public account. So I'm slowly shifting it towards making this public account look more similar to my private account. Hopefully that will end up good for the portfolio, because currently Oceania is the only position with a loss. Okay, so Oceania is actually the only stock that has gone down since last month. These are last month's prices, as you can see. Oceania was $1.35 and today it's $1.30. So our biggest position decided to go on sale, and I think that's good. Some people might panic, but I really do see this as a buying opportunity, and I have been adding Oceania to the portfolio. As you can see, the position has increased by 5.2% relative to the other stocks and ETFs. Okay, moving down the list, Heartland Bank Holdings had a bump of 1%. Now, I did talk about this stock in my October watch list, and it's also one of the stocks that I still see value in. Today, they had their annual meeting, and in their annual meeting, they talked about a few good things that I really like to hear. And if you look at the slides, you can see that they had provide a update on the financial performance, and you can see here for the 4 months ended 31st October 2020, net profit after tax was roughly 30 million compared to full year guidance of 83 to 85 million. So if you extrapolate that for the entire year, you can expect them to make roughly 89 to 90 million dollars. Okay, so I do think that management's guidance here is a little bit conservative, and there is a good chance that Heartland Bank beats their guidance easily, because usually during the second half of the year, Heartland usually makes more profit than in the first half. So by extrapolating the net profit after tax on a linear level, we are actually potentially underestimating how much profit that Heartland is able to make. Obviously, it's still very early days with the whole situation going on. Things might take a turn, but for now, based on what they're doing and what they're showing us, I think Heartland Bank is still relatively undervalued, and I will continue to add this stock into the public portfolio. So we're doing well on this stock, and you can also see that Heartland Bank has increased in price from roughly $1.34 to $1.45 after the AGM. Other positions haven't really changed much. So Infratil saw a slight bump because Infratil was a new position that I added into this portfolio after removing Z, and I did want to build this position out a little bit more. And Main Freight got a little bump as well, and that's because the share price is going ballistic. So Main Freight share price last month was $53.95. Today is $62.39. So the portfolio had a really good increase in the returns, and you can see here portfolio at market was an increase of 2,371. The majority of it, I'd say, is from me contributing into the portfolio because of the increase in sub counts that this channel experienced. So thank you so much for supporting this channel. Returns wise as well, as you can see, an increase of $500, and that is incredible. $500 on roughly $10,000 is around 5%. And our expected dividends here is $311, and what this tells me is that, I'm getting a dividend yield of roughly 3%, and this is much better than what I'm getting on my savings account. This is a dividend portfolio after all, and over time I do expect to see this number grow. Okay, and if we look back to the very first episode, I think it's a good time to look back just because the portfolio has hit 10,000 plus. Is that look how easy the spreadsheet was back then. Obviously, I'm still working on automating it, but our expected dividends just when we started was $43.46, And yeah, that's basically grown quite a lot, right? Almost 8 times since we started. And the portfolio has also grown 10x since last year. So really excited to see where this portfolio will go in the next year or so. And yeah, hope you enjoyed this portfolio update. If you enjoyed it, be sure to hit like and subscribe. If you haven't signed up on Sharesies already, be sure to use the referral link down below for $5. In the last video, I did say that I'll make an Oceania deep dive video if we did hit 100 likes on that video, and sure enough, the video did hit 107 likes. So be sure to subscribe to get notifications when I release that video, maybe sometime this week or the week after. So hope you enjoyed this video. Until next time, take care.